Thank you so much for joining us. While he was not on the ballot last night, it's safe to say Governor Greg Abbott won big in the Republican primaries. The governor is declaring victory after ousting several House reps who blocked the passage of the top item on his agenda, a fight promised by the governor that made its way to here in East Texas. In Nacogdoches last night, a celebration for Joanne Shofner.
Our campaign set out to give East Texans a choice.
Shofner crossed the finish line with the backing of the governor, who promised to campaign against lawmakers who voted against his school voucher-like plan, a crusade that included 3 visits to House District 11 and plenty of outside spending.
Clardy didn't just lie to voters, he betrayed them, voting with Democrats to kill Abbott's education freedom bill.
I think if we did a counterfactual, what would have happened had people like Travis Clardy voted for school choice legislation as opposed to against it? Clardy would be on his way to re-election today because he either would not have had a credible opponent, or if he did have a credible opponent, they would have been heavily underfunded.
Professor Mark Jones says when the dust settles across the state, the governor will likely have the votes needed to push through his priority legislation in 2025. And says the message sent last night was one of caution.
He sent a signal to those remaining holdouts that if you mess with the bull, you get the horns, and that there are consequences to defying Governor Abbott, meaning that probably even a few of the remaining holdouts may decide that they're better off next session, instead of opposing Governor Abbott, sitting down and negotiating with him to maximize the benefits for their local ISDs in exchange for their support for school choice legislation.
And while a single vote may have changed everything for Travis Clardy, his stance remains the same.
I voted my conscience, I voted my heart. Most importantly, I voted my district. I still believe I'm right, but you know what? That's why we have elections.
And last night, the governor eliminated at least 5 of the reps he wanted out and sent several other races to a runoff. In a statement, the governor said in part, Texans are one step closer to empowering every Texas family. Republican primary voters have once again sent an unmistakable message that parents deserve the freedom to choose the best education pathway for their child. Now, for a full list of election results from all across the state and right here at home, head over to kltv.com and click on that Elections tab at the very top of our homepage.